Well, MegaCon is coming to Orlando on March 19th through the 22nd, which is next week. And yeah, we're both going.
Hell yeah.
So we wanted to take a little minute or two to do a bit of a MegaCon preview video today because like 100,000 other people, we're really looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Guy Wozniak. You're watching the Comic Book Guy channel, and joined with me, as always, is my good friend and co-host, Matt.
Hey.
And yes, we are the Comic Book Guys, getting ready for MegaCon 2026.
I've been getting ready for MegaCon 2026 since the end of MegaCon 2025.
The day after you got home.
The day after.
Yeah.
As soon as they announced the dates, I am booking hotels. I am already starting to save money. I begin the end of MegaCon to prepare for next year's MegaCon.
Now, what's more crazy, that you have been planning for this since the last one a year ago, or that I haven't been since like 2005.
I think between the two of us, you're the crazier of the two, for sure.
Yeah, I don't like traveling very much. This is a pretty big deal for me. I got to be honest. I'm a little bit anxious. I haven't left my hometown of Southwest Florida here for quite a long time. But I mean, Orlando is only a 4-hour drive, so I'll probably survive. And I am looking forward to all of the excitement that is MegaCon. So first and foremost, what is MegaCon? For anyone that's watching that's never been to it, well, it's comic book creators, it's celebrity guests, it's dealers, it's all kinds of stuff. And I figured
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I figured we would just go over a couple of the basics of what the show is. In terms of comics creators, I left some notes here. We got Frank Miller, Jim Lee, Ryan Ottley, Joe Quesada, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Simon Beasley, Lee Brumejo, Frank Cho, and dozens more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got some old school comic guys. Not a lot,
you know, like you got your Brett Breeding there. He's been around a long time. A lot of these heavy hitters. But for me, there's only like a couple people I actually want to get anything from because a lot of the other people I already have stuff from.
You got such a big collection.
I got a huge collection of artwork,
cherry pick,
signed books and stuff like that. Like Frank Miller, I'm Frank Millered out. I got a ton of stuff signed by him already. Same with Jim Lee, Ryan Ottley. I've got original artwork from him, of course. And Greg Capullo doesn't do original artwork, but I have some stuff signed by him. Frank Cho, he does not do con commissions. I've tried several times. I'll probably ask him again this year.
Always ask.
Because you never know. You never know. He'll like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do a quick head sketch for you.
Well, these guys that don't do anything, I'm getting ahead of myself, but you know, if you go to an artist and he's like, I don't do con stuff, I just do autographs or whatever, could you even get him to do like a little remark or just like a little, like, just give me a Batman, you know, like profile?
No, really, I think that just depends on how generous they're feeling that day.
Yeah, I'd always ask. I'm sure they get sick of hearing it, but I'd ask.
Yeah.
So other than comic creators, we've got celebrity guests coming out the wazoo.
Oh, so many.
Here's just a quick list of some of the highlights, and there's a ton more, but John Cena, the whole Lord of the Rings cast, the Star Trek cast, including Shatner, Brendan Fraser, and all the guys and gals from The Mummy, John Carpenter, the great John Carpenter.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
That John Carpenter is going to be at MegaCon. That is crazy cool. I'm dying to meet him.
We got both Alec and Stephen Baldwin.
Yeah.
If I were you, I think you should get a Stephen Baldwin Biodome postered. And then next time you see Pauly Shore.
I mean, yeah. I mean, wasn't that nominated for an Academy Award?
It probably
I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, I think it was up for Best Picture, wasn't it?
No. But, and then I also just notated Lena Headey, Carl Urban, Mr. T, and Ron Perlman. I mean, plus a ton of other celebrity guests as well.
Yeah, it's a crazy lineup. I mean, the Lord of the Rings cast is like 10 of them there. That is insane to me. And what was driving me absolutely nuts is they kept adding people. I mean, we haven't had a guest announcement yet today, and we're like a week away.
Yeah, I'm following their Facebook, and just every day it was like one or two.
Will you stop? I'm like, you know, it's 2 weeks away, and you keep adding these big names. I'm like, stop it already, because you're killing my bank account here.
I'm gonna see if I can get him to admit on camera how much he is allotted towards celebrity photo ops and signatures.
Not a chance.
No, you'll spill the beans, I think. But we'll wait. No, so they have a huge dealer floor. This is, of course, at the Orange County Convention Center. There's a 1.1 million square foot section of the convention center that's dedicated for this show.
Yeah.
So it's huge.
It's huge.
I mean, I don't know if it's like San Diego Comic-Con huge. I guess probably not. But I mean, for the South United States, this is a big show.
Oh, right. Yeah. I've been to many conventions across the country. I've never been to San Diego because, I mean, just getting there and staying there, it's it's so expensive. Like I've decided I will never be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
And it's far.
This is by far the largest convention I've ever been to. So it's one of the big ones for sure in the country.
So on that show floor, they claim there's hundreds of dealers. There's going to be comic book dealers. There's going to be a lot of arts and crafts. I like, to call it. People making stuff.
People making their like homemade stuff. They make their own shirts. You have toy people.
Prop makers. People making swords.
Making their own props and stuff like that. You have these people with like tables full of 3D printed junk that I don't know who buys.
Tons and tons of vendors, toys and statues and everything. Also, a big piece of this convention is the panels and the programming. They've got celebrity Q&As, photo ops and autographs, of course. An evening with the Hobbits. You can pay extra for an evening with the Hobbits. I don't know if you have dinner with them or exactly what that's all about, but go on the MegaCon website and check it out. John Cena is doing a little live show where he does like a Q&A, I guess.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom on stage.
That's crazy.
Then there's a couple of high-tier comic book creators that are selling for a pretty penny what they call experiences. There's the Jim Lee experience. There's the Frank Miller experience. I think Greg Capullo is also doing one. I don't know what you get with that experience, and I know it costs a few bucks, but it might be up your alley.
I've never signed up for any of those like experience events with like these comic creators because it's a relatively new thing they've been doing at MegaCon the last couple of years. It just, for me, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. The price I'm putting into it isn't worth what I'm getting out of it. So I've always passed. I'm going to spend my money on other things that are going to be more to my taste.
Sure. And then finally, none of this I'm interested in, but I just figured I'd tell you guys because maybe some of you are. Cosplay, gaming, and other events. They got cosplay and gaming panels. They've got a costume contest where somebody apparently is going to win
$10,000 in a costume contest.
That's big.
That's big, yeah.
They have a whole gaming zone, I guess, set up with like computer gaming. I don't know if they got console gaming as well, but that's cool if you're into that. They got trading card games, you know, Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, tabletop and board gaming area. Then there's the Universal Studios Orlando After Hours event, which I think is an extra fee. And of course, you got to pay to get into Universal, but that could be cool. There's an
expensive.
Yeah, I bet. An anime after dark event. And then on Thursday, there's a kickoff party that runs from 5 p.m. till 2 a.m. I bet a lot of people are getting drunk that night. But yeah, that's all the stuff that is readily available information on the website that you can look up if you're interested in finding out more about it. Now, what are we, and I'll let Matt kick this off because he's got way bigger plans than I do. What are we looking forward to when it comes to MegaCon? And by the way, this isn't a sponsor video. I feel like I'm kind of selling it. I'm just excited. Yeah. I'm not getting paid or anything to promote this for them, of course. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So what are you looking forward to most?
Well, there's a lot of things. Like I said, I have to really make a decision pretty early on, like, okay, what am I going to do with this convention? Is this going to be an artwork convention where I'm spending all my money on artwork? Or is this going to be a convention where I'm getting a bunch of books graded and things like that? Well, I don't get a lot of things graded anymore. I just don't.
You're a reformed grader.
I'm a reformed, slabber.
There was a point in time when I recall you had a lot of comics coming back from Sarasota.
Yes, quite a few. I don't do that anymore. I don't get a lot of things slabbed anymore. Just like a few things that I get signed by people that mean something to me, that I have like a personal connection with, that I think are really cool. I don't really bother with getting things signed and graded anymore. Having said that,
you are getting a number of posters graded.
I am getting no, they don't grade them.
Authenticated,
which is cool. Because all I'm doing is CGC does authenticate signatures on posters. Yeah. And magazines and other things, obviously. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that they do posters in like 8x10s. So that's really cool. So what I'm doing is I have like a few, 11x17 posters that I've ordered from some people that I've bought posters from before. I knew they do really high quality. They look great. So I'm getting some of those signed and authenticated. Of course, I'm getting Escape from New York, by John Carpenter, because I was really torn because I like The Thing better as a movie, but Escape from New York has that killer poster.
Yeah, you asked me, you were like, what should I do? And I called it. I'm like, well, it's the better movie poster. And you're
that
like,
movie
that's
poster
right.
From Escape with the Statue of Liberty head on the ground. Oh, that is really cool. That's a cool poster. So I'm going to get that signed and authenticated by John Carpenter. And of course, I had a Lord of the Rings.
Well, no, but if you run into Kurt Russell in the future, you never know. You'll get a double signed, I assume.
Absolutely.
Right?
Or Jamie Lee Curtis, she was in that too. She did the voice.
Oh, yeah.
The narration voice in the beginning. That was Jamie Lee Curtis, yes. And then, of course, I have a Lord of the Rings poster, but I have the Fellowship of the Ring. So the first one. But see, they already had the 8 characters announced, right? From that were in the first movie, the Fellowship of the Ring.
That was all 4 hobbits.
The 4 hobbits, Carl Urban.
Liv Tyler,
yes. Orlando Bloom and John Rhys Davies. So
the dwarf.
Yes.
Right.
So those are main characters in the movie.
No Aragorn. How do you say his name?
Aragorn?
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen.
He's not there, right?
Yeah, he's not there, obviously. And Ian McKellen's not there either. So
I wonder if he does conventions at all anymore.
God, I wish.
Because, I mean, he'd be in demand. He's played Magneto. He's played Gandalf.
Absolutely.
He's played some...
I think his Gandalf, fame would get more fans than anything else.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because he is Gandalf. I mean, come on. No one, who else could play that role? But yeah, and then they announced the guy, I forget his name, he played Faramir in the movie. I'm like, God, I already bought the photo op for the 8. I'm like, I got the poster from the first movie, so I'm like, I'm not going to bother with that guy. And I remember I was telling my wife, I said, you know what, I'm not going to bother with that guy. And she's like, come on, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I'm not going to bother adding him on. I go, unless they did something crazy like, added, John Noble.
Yeah.
And the next day, what did they do? I'm like, it's like they were listening in on me. So then, of course, I have to add those 2 now. And
so now you're up to 10 signatures?
10 signatures and a 10-person photo panel. And it's insanity. And also, I'm getting Alec Baldwin to sign a Shadow poster. And I don't know what you're thinking, Shadow. Like, come on. I got a soft spot by my heart for the Shadow movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
I've rewatched it every now and then. I own a physical copy, which I recommend everybody own a physical copy of their entertainment, especially the stuff you really love. But yeah, I love that movie. I really do. It's cheesy. It's corny. The dialogue is corny as hell. But it's got Tim Curry in it too, and he's always great. He's always a lot of fun in whatever he's in.
He passed away, didn't he?
Did he recently? The last I heard, he had a stroke.
I thought he passed away, but maybe I'm just thinking of the stroke. Anyway, that's sad if that's true. But
very sad.
He was great.
But if he is still around, I hope to see him again because he was still doing conventions. But yeah, and then of course they added Christopher Lambert because
Lambert. There can be only one.
Yes, he's the Highlander. So I'm like, now I got to buy a Highlander poster to get him to sign. Of course.
Yeah.
Or Lord of the Apes. Because he portrayed Tarzan. And
wasn't he Raiden in the original?
Yes.
Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
I think you should get a Mortal Kombat poster signed by him. That's what I think. Or a video game. Buy a cartridge, like an old Nintendo 64 or maybe Super Nintendo. I don't know when Mortal Kombat came out on NES, but yeah, get a video game cartridge.
I don't remember when it came out on NES. I remember when the movie came out because I was in Europe at the time and I had a friend of mine who bought the soundtrack and he would do like this whole dance move to the soundtrack. It was hysterical.
There was a banger on that soundtrack called Halcyon On by a band called Orbital.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best electronic techno songs ever made. And I'm not a huge techno guy.
I'm telling you, man, that Mortal Kombat soundtrack, when that came out, that was something, man. That was something. But yeah, he was in that. He was Raiden.
No, more importantly, you're getting a stapler signed by somebody. Is that true?
From Milton. Yes, from Office Space.
Yeah.
Milton will be there. Stephen Root, also the voice of Bill Dotrey from King of the Hill, and many, many other voices.
Was he Bill's voice in that cartoon?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
And if anyone was a fan of the old news radio show, he was Jimmy James.
Never seen that.
Yes, I recommend News Radio. That show was hysterical back in the day. Of course, Phil Hartman, rest in peace. Hilarious guy. He was fantastic on that show. Really good. That was a good, solid cast of characters. And also Joe Rogan, a very young Joe Rogan was on that show. If anybody knows. Yeah. He was the handyman, Joe. That was funny. But yeah, News Radio was great stuff. And yeah, Stephen Root was Jimmy James. He owned the radio station. They all worked out. But yeah, I'm getting him to sign I have a red swing line stapler. I'm going to get him to sign.
I want to take credit for that being my idea. Just throwing it out there. And he was over last week and I was like, oh, Office Space guy is going to be there. I'm like, do you have a red stapler? And he was like, no, but I'm going to get one.
No, you said you brought it up. You have a red stapler. And then I showed you my Amazon delivery. I'm like, no, but I have one on the way.
Yeah.
So yes, and it turns out after they announced him, red swingline staplers became in high demand.
Oh yeah, I remember you're on Amazon. You're like, I can't find one.
Yeah, crazy. Coincidence?
What else? Is that all your signatures from celebrities, or you got more?
No. Who else do I have? Of course, I'm getting Carl Urban and Lena Headey for a Dredd poster.
Dredd, yeah. Dredd, the movie Dredd, the remake, not the original. I mean, I like the original Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd movie, but the remake with Carl Urban is such an criminally underrated movie.
Oh,
it is so good.
Yeah, that movie was so good. And I listened to somebody speaking about this recently, and they said, yes, the movie is recognized as being a very, very good movie. Everybody likes it. You know, no one has really a lot of bad things to say about it. But what happened was it was just a product of bad marketing and placement. Like when it came out, I can't remember what else came out at the same time, but it was like heavy competition, and they marketed it as more of a 3D movie, which by that time 3D was kind of going out. Remember, it made a brief comeback a few years ago. Yeah, and then everybody got sick of it again because it's so hokey. That's what they really marketed it as, and it was just bad marketing.
I never saw it in 3D, but I've rented it on Amazon. I probably should just buy it because I've rented it.
Yeah, I own it. I own it in 4K. Absolutely, I recommend everybody pick it up in 4K. Just rewatch it every now and then. It's a great movie. Great movie, and I love how Carl Urban, he never takes the helmet off. Never. That's awesome. That's awesome.
There was no scene with him without the helmet?
Nope. Yeah. No, sir.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He kept that helmet on the entire time. And you got to respect that. That's dedication to the character.
And you know, I don't remember her name now, but the girl that played his like rookie sidekick, she was great too. I mean,
oh yeah, I forget her name. She was in that movie, The Gorge.
She was in that movie Juno with Ellen, now Elliot Page. But yeah, she's been around for a while, and she was great in Dredd.
Oh yeah. If you haven't seen that movie, The Gorge, I think it's on Apple TV.
I've never seen it.
That's actually that movie is pretty good. It took a crazy twist that I did not see coming, but yeah, that was a fun movie. But yeah, she was in that. She's been in a bunch of other stuff too. She's really her acting's really gone up. You know, I mean, it's improved quite a bit. She's getting in bigger. Her name escapes me for the time being.
It's kind of a strange name. I can't remember it now. It'll come to me.
Yeah. Anyway, you know who we're talking about. Anyway, but yes, Carl Urban and Lena Headey are there, so I'm getting them to sign a poster and get that authenticated as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. As far as artwork, like I said, there's only a couple people I'm looking to get stuff from. It's going to be Amanda Connor and Greg Land.
And Simon Beasley.
Is it Bisley or Beasley?
I've always said Beasley.
It's Bisley. I'm not sure. He is British, so there's no telling.
Yeah.
They got strange ways of pronouncing things sometimes, like aluminium.
It's aluminum, okay?
Yeah, come on, man.
I would say that Simon Beasley's at the top. I'm not doing any of the celebrity stuff. I'm not... I'm not super into it. It'd be cool. There's some, like, I don't know, go get my picture taken with William Shatner. That'd be cool. But it's expensive, and I don't have that big of a budget. So for artwork, the only one I don't think I'm going to wind up getting anything, but I'm going to go to Simon Beasley's table and, hey, I love your stuff, and see what his availability is. My expectation is, because I'm not going to get there on Thursday, I'm not going to get there till Friday. My expectation is he's going to be like, sorry, I'm full. Maybe I can get him to sign a Lobo #1 for me or something, though. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That'd be easy to do. But yeah, there's only a couple people I'm going to hit up for artwork. I love Amanda Connor. I try to get something from her every time I see her, and she is an absolute sweetheart. She's so much fun and a really great person to talk to. And she's always with her husband, Jimmy Palmiotti. Again, super, super nice guy. Really a lot of fun to talk to them. Just really nice, genuine people. And yeah, Greg Land, I've met him just a couple of times and gotten stuff from him. He's a very solid artist, really good turnaround time. His prices are always reasonable. So I'm going to definitely try and get something from him because I think I only have like one other thing from him. And I'd like to get more. He did a really great job last time. And, I'll probably hit up Simon Beasley or Bisley, whichever way it is. I apologize if I get it wrong, just to see what his rates are. But I'm anticipating them being very, very high.
Yeah. Probably.
But hey, if it's reasonable, then I'll try to get something from him.
The weird thing about him, like, he's most known for like painted covers and whatnot. And of course he, does stuff, but like the stuff you really think of is like this beautiful kind of gritty, dark, but beautiful.
I have seen some head sketches he's done and they look really solid.
I wonder if he'll have a portfolio of stuff just for sale.
I love when they do that.
I hope so.
When they have like pre-done artwork they bring with them.
Yeah.
I love that.
If he's got something like that, I'll probably pick something up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's always a lot of fun to flip through their book and see what artwork. And I mean, I'm not just talking about like pages and stuff. I don't like buying comic pages. Some people do. That's their thing. Hey, that's what you like? Cool.
Yeah.
I like original artwork that's, something no one else has. That's what I like having from a creator that I collaborate with them. But if they have something in their portfolio that looks really, really cool and at the right price, oh yeah, that's a lot of fun making a snag like that. That's always really cool. When you going through that book and you see something like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
This looks cool and it's a good price. That's always fun.
Also, I'll probably just go to his table and see what the line is like and see what his prices are and everything. Frank Cho. I really like Frank Cho.
Yes.
Do you have anything by him yet?
I do not, because every time I see him, I ask every time, and every time he is not doing convention sketches.
Okay.
It's okay. You don't want to do it. That's fine. That's up to you, But I would very much like to get something from him. Very much so. I remember his Savage Wolverine book was spectacular.
I got the first 8 issues out there.
Yeah.
It's like not my most favorite Wolverine run, but I really like it.
Yeah, a lot of people are fans of like jungle stories and things like that.
What's her name? Shayna?
Yeah.
The She-Devil?
The She-Devil, yeah.
I mean, how can you not like that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Wolverine and a lady in a bikini all for 10 consecutive issues.
But yeah, the artwork was really, really good in that. But yeah, I've every time I see him, I hit him up and he's not doing artwork, which, fine. But you know what? I'll ask him again this year, just to see.
You know who else is there? Primarily a cover artist, and there are a lot of cover artists there if you look down the creator list. But
it'll say cover artist under their name. That's because they get paid more.
The one in particular that I love, because I'm a Spider-Man fan, Lee Bermejo. I'm sorry.
I say Bermejo.
I don't know how to. Yeah, Bermejo. He has some of the most amazing Spider-Man covers.
Oh, yeah.
And then he also did this Batman Joker book a long time back. And I think he did this Noel-themed, Christmas-themed book. It's all like beautifully oil painted.
Okay.
He's phenomenal. I'm sure his prices are just absolutely mind-boggling. But, if I walk past his table, I'll take a peek.
Well, a lot of the artists are really cool about this. You can go past their table and they'll have like a little sign saying what they're doing and what the prices are. It'll be like a little piece of paper. It'll just be up on a little stand, on their table. It'll say like, headshots for $250, a 3/4 bust for this much, full figure for this much, and things like that. And what's really cool is, check the people that are going to be there. Like Scott Hanna's going to be there, and he's an inker. This guy's been inking for decades. So if you get like a pencil sketch from someone, go hit up Scott Hanna and he'll ink it for you. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then if there's someone that's a colorist there, I like Laura Martin. She's amazing, amazing, amazing colorist. Anytime I see her that she's going to be someplace and I'm going, I got like just a buttload of stuff I want to get her to color for me. But she is amazing. And there's this guy, Mark Sparacio. He's also a very good colorist that's going to be there. He uses like watercolor and stuff and does an amazing job. But yeah, hit him up if you want to have some things colored. And what I always do if it's a new colors that I haven't used before, because I'm very particular.
Didn't you tell me a story about how you had a guy color something and you did the wrong colors on the costume? Mm-hmm. What was that?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to like...
God. You don't have to say the name, but the story
I don't want to say the guy.
The story was funny.
Yeah, I had...
What character was it?
It was Iron Man. Like, he made him like... And it's his, red and gold costume where he has like the pointy mask, and it's a cover recreation of Avengers number 4.
Oh, okay.
And he drew them like all gold. He colored them all gold. I'm like, what?
No red?
No red. I'm like, what's going on here, man? And I guess he was using markers and he ran out of red.
Just said, That's too bad.
So I'm not kidding you. I did it myself.
Can't tell. I think you showed it.
You cannot tell. It looks beautiful. I was so paranoid I was going to do something terrible, but it turned out to look really, really beautiful, and you can't even tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was nerve-wracking. That's why I save up for Laura Martin. And I will say, Mark Sparacio does a really good job. He does some good work on coloring, too. I really like his coloring. But yeah, my go-to is Laura Martin, for sure. She's amazing. And she's such an absolute angel, too.
So
really sweet girl.
So here's the big question. I said I was going to get you to spill the beans at the beginning of the episode. What's your budget for all of the photo ops, autographs, and original art for this trip?
Oh, I'm not saying.
Just ballpark us.
No.
More than $100, less than $1 million, at least.
Yes. It's more than $50, less than $20,000.
No, you got a laundry list. It's staggering.
Yeah, I got a laundry list of stuff. Well, I'm getting a ton of photo ops. I'm getting a ton of stuff signed.
Yeah.
The photo ops, and that's the thing. They added so many crazy people that I want to get photos with. They came out with the schedule just the other day, and I have to cancel some stuff because there's so much overlap, and there's not enough wiggle room to reschedule stuff. So I got to make some decisions about who.
Two people are both scheduled at 6 p.m. or whatever.
At the exact same time.
Yeah.
And I've already tried to reschedule. Nope, because I reschedule, I'm conflicting with something else. Because there's some ones that I'm definitely not going to change. Like Lord of the Rings, I'm getting that 10-person photo op. That's happening. Whatever else is up against it, sorry. And the Dredd duo, Carl Urban and Lita Headey.
Yeah.
I'm getting that, So yeah, there are some conflicts I'm going to have to figure out. I'm probably going to end up canceling Heather Graham.
Heather Graham's there this year?
Yes.
I didn't see that one.
She's going to be there.
What would you just do in a photo, or would you get her to
Just a photo, yeah. I'm probably going to cancel that. I'm probably going to cancel Mitch Pileggi, who I'm a big fan of from, Assistant Director Skinner from the X-Files, Mm-hmm. And also he was the Winchester's grandfather. He was Sam and Dean's grandfather in a couple episodes of Supernatural. And probably Frank Grillo. As big a fan I am of Frank Grillo. If those of you don't know, he was Crossbones in the MCU movies. And he was in The Purge 2, the second one, the superior one. I thought, anyway. I thought The Purge 2 was way better than the first one.
I saw one of them. I didn't care for any of them. I mean, I mentioned you, I don't like horror movies. No, it's not really horror, but
It's not horror.
I don't like super violent stuff usually, except in my comics for some reason.
No, The Purge is they have I think it's 12 hours or whatever.
Yeah, I get
all crime is legal.
Right.
I'm like, why are these people going around killing each other? I'd be like robbing a bank.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, yeah, if it's The Purge, right? Everything's legal. If I rob a bank, do I get to keep the money? I mean, I don't know.
It's legal at the time,
Yeah,
sure.
It's legal at the time. I'd get a big group together and rob a bank, man. Rob a bunch of banks or steal luxury cars or something like that.
Right.
I'm going to get rich. I'm not going to try to go kill some poor suburban family in their home. That's nuts.
You don't have that much vengeance in your soul, though.
I wonder if you did insider trading. Would that be legal? I
guess so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things. I don't think they ever. If anybody knows the lore, the deep lore behind the Purge, yeah, let me know if I could rob a bank during the Purge and I'd get to keep the money. Please let me know.
Yeah, I think you would. So the third, let's call it the tier of the trifecta for the convention, I think, is the shopping. Looking for comics, right?
Yeah.
So again, I haven't been since 2005. You go pretty much every year.
Yes, every year.
They did something the last year or the year prior that was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
They restructured where they put all the vendors.
Finally.
So it wasn't a comic dealer way over on that side, and another comic dealer way over on that side, and somebody selling Pokemon cards right in the middle. It's more intelligently laid out now.
Yes, they did that for the first time. Because every year...
Was that last year or 2 years?
Last year. I get the VIP badge, right? And, I mean, I don't know if they do this with the general admission people, the normies. I'm kidding. They would ask us for feedback.
We just lost 100 subscribers.
I'm kidding. No, I would always tell them, the vendor floor, if it was organized in by sections, I would say, and so, I mean, I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was just their common sense. But yeah, now all the comic vendors and the are all in the same section, which is so nice.
Yeah.
That is so nice that I know, primarily I wanted besides all the, artists and stuff like that, comics. And
I want to look for some deals on toys and statues also,
they're
but
going to have all that in the same area.
but primarily, yeah, I'm looking for some
nice.
not necessarily steals per se, but you know, I mean, it's a convention. The prices are usually a little higher than
Yes, usually you're not going to find any deals.
It's
on,
like
Thursday or Friday. You'll find some on Sunday though.
yeah, before they're packing out, sure.
Yes.
But I look at it like this: you go to Disney World, and a Coke is $12 because it's a captive audience. You're at Disney World. You go to MegaCon or San Diego Comic Con or New York Comic Con or Dragon Con, any of these big ones, it's a captive audience. You're paying a premium for the experience. So I don't mind if I go find, like, let's just say hypothetically, a book I would love to have, Amazing Spider-Man 129. I'd love to have that. If I went and it was like, well, here's a copy that's probably worth $1,000. What'd you say?
I have one.
Yeah, of course, you got one. So let's say I go though, and a dealer's like, here's a copy, and I know that copy in that condition is worth $1,000. He's going to be asking 12 or 13 or $1,400 bucks. Am I going to negotiate and haggle? Of course.
Well, he's getting the impulse buyer.
But if I can get it to within maybe 10% overpaying, I'll overpay the 10% because it's just part of the experience. I don't mind overpaying a little bit when you're at Disneyland, you know, and that's effectively what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking more so for probably smaller books. Like I'm working on my Amazing Spider-Mans, and there's big chunks. So I'm hoping for like, oh, I can pick up these 50 issues I'm missing and get a good price on them.
And what's cool is you could easily just buy those online.
Yeah, but that's not as fun.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
You know, where's the fun? There's no fun in that. It's the hunt. The thrill of the hunt is way better than just like checking some boxes on a website and putting your credit card in and hitting send.
Now, here's something that I'm super jealous of. Let's say I see a statue, right? A big statue, and I'm like, oh man, I want to get this statue. If I buy that sucker, I'm going to be dragging that around with me for as long as I'm there. But you aren't going to be dragging it around with you.
Well, most vendors are cool.
Sure. Yeah, there's that angle.
You'll buy it, pay for it, and come pick it up later.
I'll come back for it. But
a lot of them are cool like that. Some are not.
But the VIP...
They don't want to be responsible for it, and I understand that.
But the VIP pass has something super special.
Besides the cutting the lines...
Getting in early and
getting in early is negligible because every year...
Well, they screw you, don't they?
They screw you. Because what happens is the security people don't work for the convention. They work for the convention center.
Yeah.
So they don't really care. So there's been many, many, many years where we're standing there at the VIP line, where they line us up outside to go in first. And what do we see? We look down and we can see the general admission people flooding in. What's going on here? You know?
Yeah. Or
1 year they let all like the gold and silver people in first. And we're like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they're like, oh no, they're premier.
What about this VIP person has 4 buddies with him that aren't VIP?
The security guy, we're sitting in the line for the VIP people. We see all these people jumping in line. We're like, what's going on? And the VIP badges, they're really noticeable because the lanyard's like gigantic and your badge is like, we already got ours. They're like that big.
Yeah.
And the security guy's like, oh, if they've got like 4 or 5 friends, I just let them jump on in with them. Like, and the guy, I didn't even say anything. The guy behind me was like, whoa, no. No.
These VIP passes are like $500.
$600 this year.
For the full 4 days.
$600, yeah. So that's why I say, like, I save up for this because I want the VIP experience. So I save my money up for it. And you're just going to let some Yahoo bring in all his buddies? Mm-hmm. No, man, no, I'm paying for this, man. This is my hard-earned money, you know, that I save up for this because this is like my big thing for the year. So there's a big problem with the security people not being aware of like the rules and stuff of what's going on because what do they care, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, by the end of the day, you don't even need a wristband or anything. You could just walk right in. Security's like gone at that point, you know?
They're on their coffee break by then.
Yeah, they're checked out.
But the cool thing that VIP has that you were telling me about last week or 2 weeks ago, you got like a special little like place.
Yes, we have a VIP lounge.
Where if you buy something big and heavy.
Yeah, they got like tables and stuff. If you got food, you could sit down there and eat and not being bothered, you know. People all over the place. There's plenty of room for you to sit in there. They have like couches and stuff like that. You can go in there and charge your phone, tablet, whatever. That's really cool. But they also have a bag check.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's key.
That's awesome. So you get like a free bag, and you can buy more bags or whatever. And yeah, you could check your bags. which is awesome. And
they're like
VIP
guarded
lounge,
the whole time. You don't have to worry about.
There's staff there the entire time.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're in there, you got like a big purchase or something like that, and the VIP lounge is right adjacent to the entry. So you just go in there, drop off your stuff. They'll give you a little claim ticket, and then just there you go, back on the floor.
That's nice.
Awesome. That is so nice, especially like if I'm getting like large prints and things like that. Then I got this bag now, and I'm holding these. And it's like, it becomes awkward, and of course, people are all over these congested aisles and everything. And that's an idea. If you want to get around the convention center, you know where you're going, skirt the perimeter. Definitely, rather than try to fight your way down these aisles.
Every single aisle, back and forth.
So if you're going to if you're going, okay, we're here for our photo ops, or we're going to get some autographs, or even the comic aisle, because those guys are usually like on an outer, like a wall area. Just skirt the perimeter. You have and get to the artist alley, or get to the closest way if you want to hit the comic vendors. Okay, they're going to be over here. Yes, just skirt that outer perimeter and then shoot up into where the comic guys are, or the toy guys, or whoever you're there for.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because those aisles, for some reason, people just love to get into these large clumps and have just these intimate conversations in the middle of aisles while people are trying to walk around. I don't know why they choose to do it there rather than step off to the side. Or a lot of people like to treat intersections like it's their own little personal photography studio.
Yeah, right. I remember that from the last time I went 20 years ago.
This is intersection, in a huge convention.
A girl in a cat costume.
Let's all start to pose for photos.
Yeah.
And my wife doesn't like this, but I would just walk right in front of them. I don't care. Go off to the side and do that. Not the middle of an intersection at a busy convention is not the place to do that.
Well, before you get into the actual the floor, what do you call it? Show floor.
Uh-huh.
There's like a whole outside area that's still indoors.
Yes.
That's like a long hallway with lots of natural lighting and glass windows and everything. Why wouldn't you do all your pictures and stuff out there?
There are plenty of people that do it out there in that area. And you know what? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Indeed.
And I mean, honestly, by towards the end of the day, that's where most everybody is anyway. Like half the people there are outside doing whatever they're doing out there. Me, I'm busy. I'm too busy. I'm there. I'm getting things done. I'm getting some cool stuff signed. I'm getting some cool photos. I'm going to find some cool books. I'm going to get some cool toys. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm on the hunt for some Secret Wars 1984 figures too.
What are you missing from that collection? Like 10, 8?
Oh, no, I'm missing 5.
5, okay.
Well, I'm not going for the South American and European ones.
Right.
I had to draw a line in the sand because those are expensive.
Books-wise, are you hunting for anything in particular?
I have my list, my open list of books I'm always on the hunt for. I'm at the point now, only 2 of them are super expensive, like Tomb of Dracula 10 and Silver Surfer 4. Those are the big ticket books that I'd be on the hunt for.
Pro tip from Matt to me and to all of you guys, in case Matt forgets to mention it this time, know what you're looking for and know what you're willing to pay.
Yes.
Have a list with a budget. Because like I said, everything's going to be overpriced. And if you're just winging it, you're going to get home and be like, oh my God, I spent so much more money than I should have.
If you're dropping a lot of money on a book, make sure you check it out.
Oh yeah, make sure the staples are attached.
Yeah. Make sure it
doesn't have water damage inside.
Can I ask them, and they'll do it. Say, hey, can I see this? Can I see the inside of it? Can you take it out of there? And they'll do it. Absolutely. I've never had anyone say no. Well, unless it's like a $2 book, then why would you bother? But yeah, if it's you're spending a couple $100 on something, then yeah, absolutely check it out first. Make sure everything's there. Make sure it's intact. Make sure it's an acceptable grade that you are willing to pay their price for. Definitely. And have a budget. I've said this I don't know how many times. Have a budget, stick to it. Don't go above it. Because you know what? Like I've said also before, you never know when you passed on that book that was like $40, $50 more than you were willing to spend. If down the road, 2 months later, you find one that's even in better condition for a better price. That happens. That's happened to me. I don't know how many times.
Sure.
Stick to your budget, man. It's very important.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's basically the main thing I'm looking forward to is possibly meeting or seeing a couple of artists, doing some shopping. I mean, another thing I guess I'm looking forward to is just doing a little filming, taking pictures, creating content for you guys for future videos. We're gonna have a follow-up video or 2 or 3.
Jim Zub, current writer for Conan.
Awesome book.
Awesome book. I am very excited to meet with him and talk to him a little bit.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun because I'm a huge fan of Conan. I love it. So that's going to be really cool. I'm just going to stop by his table and say hi, and I'm a fan, you know? Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, that'll be cool. But other than that, just the experience, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to is getting out of town for a couple of days. I'm lucky my uncle, God bless him, is paying. He's a Disney Vacation Club member, so
they get like points, right?
They got
Something
points
like that.
So we're getting to stay. Me and my wife are getting to stay at like one of the Disney big high end resorts, and he got us a 1-bedroom villa or whatever they call them. Like, so we're saving a ton of money, not having to pay for for the hotel. So I'm actually just kind of looking forward to like going to the Disney resorts. Like, never mind the convention.
Yeah, right.
So that'll be
an
cool.
experience in itself.
And I don't know. I mean, other than that, tips and suggestions. What would you, to the average person, the average convention goer, or even someone like me who hasn't gone in ages, would you say tips and suggestions? Look out for this, look out for that. We mentioned, having a budget and prices and everything.
Yeah.
Here's one I'll mention because I know this is going to be a nightmare, and I guess there's nothing I can do about it. But parking, we prepaid for parking so that we could be in the nearest parking lot that we could get into. The best parking lot sold out the day they announced parking prepaid. Yeah. So we're in the second closest parking lot, but I have a feeling parking is going to be an absolute disaster when I get there on Friday morning.
Yes, it will. It absolutely will. It's going to be a cluster. It's going to be a disaster. It's Saturday?
Oh, no. If I was going on Saturdays, I would take this as a tip.
I avoid going Saturday if I can altogether. I have some photo ops, like the Lord of the Rings photo op is on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm in and out. That's it. Saturday is a complete zoo. It's so bad.
Well, you gave me a tip one time, and we'll share it with everybody else. If you're staying off-site, like you're lucky enough that you're staying at a hotel that's connected to the convention center.
Yeah, that's what I do. When they announce it, the dates and where it's going to be, I'm booking that hotel that day.
Yeah. So you park your car and you forget about your car for 4 days.
We never leave because we're staying at the Rosen Center, and there's like 3 restaurants in there. They got like a bar, they got like a little place where you can buy food, whatever. And you have like a Walgreens, like in walking distance. Yeah. And you got like not a Waffle House. What's the other one?
Perkins?
IHOP. They got an IHOP like right there for breakfast in the morning and stuff. So yeah, we never leave. That's it. So
tip number 1 is get a hotel that's connected to the convention center if possible. But if you can't, probably take an Uber or a ride share.
I would say, because walking to the convention center from like any of the other hotels is a pain.
We did it the last time we went. We stayed at I don't know what it was, a Hampton Inn or not a Holiday Inn, but like a mid-tier hotel down the road. But we were like 25 years old at the time, and I was like, whatever, we'll walk 2 miles, 3 miles, who cares? Now,
at the end of the day, that long trek back sucks.
But now, I'm 46, and like my back has a herniated disc, and like that's impossible. So,
I would recommend, getting a hotel like a couple miles away. You can find a decent, cheaper, way cheaper hotels a little further away. Just Uber there. The Uber will take you right near the entrance.
Yeah, right to the front door.
Yeah, they have like a little drop off area right there. So I would recommend doing that. It's super convenient. But if you're trying to go on the cheap, you could stay far away and walk. But you're going to be riding that shoe leather express, man. That's going to be killing your calves at the end of the day. I'm telling you, man.
If you're young and healthy and in good shape, like we were when we were kids, and we went, I'd say just walk it. But if you're pushing the 50 number like I am, either Uber or prepay for the parking, which is probably too late now, even a week away.
Oh, yeah, not a chance.
It's probably sold out now. But
we just park at the hotel, and like I said, our car never leaves. And plus, we get up there the day before, so we're going up there Wednesday. So we're not fighting with anybody. There's no struggles. So
when he says we, he doesn't mean us. He means
me and my wife.
Him and his
we're
wife.
going there because she's a huge Disney fan. So yeah, we usually go up there the day before. It's a super chill drive. We just relax, we take our time. We kind of even like fart around the convention center so we see where everything is for the next day. So we got everything mapped out. Like, so the next day we're not in a hurry. Casually stroll over there. We know right where to go.
Yeah.
We love doing that. And we even started like last year. We did this for the first time. We didn't leave that Sunday. We stayed at Sunday night and didn't leave till Monday. And wow, what a difference.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting everybody else at the same time leaving on Sunday, and you're in traffic for just, hours just to get out of Orlando. It's insane.
Yeah, we're leaving on Saturday, so we're leaving a day earlier.
Okay, yeah,
same
you're
difference.
Doing better.
Yeah. Everyone's coming in. We're going to be going out.
Trust me, that drive out of Orlando on Monday afternoon is way nicer than the one on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, huge difference.
I'm going to throw a little tip for you. I don't know if this is still true. So this was just a one-off experience. But circa whatever year we went, we went twice, 2003, 2004, 2004, 2005, I don't remember. But my wife's sister and her boyfriend went with us. So me and I think his name was Adam. They obviously have not been together forever, so I forget. But I think we'll call him Adam. We're like, it's 12:30, we're getting hungry. And we're walking through the convention center, and there's a little hot dog vendor with his little cart and his little buns and his little dogs. We were young and not very well thought. And we
cast iron stomachs,
or
at least you thought.
We thought we had cast iron stomachs. Okay, so moral of the story is maybe plan out your eating a little better than we did, because
definitely
we had to leave the convention center and walk back to the hotel on one of the days to take a little rest break, if you will, because it did not go well for us.
Bring snacks.
Yeah.
You're not going to get sick with everything you eat there, but you're really rolling the dice. And I swear, you can go into any of those bathrooms off the convention floor, and you're going to be hearing somebody in one of those stalls fighting for their life.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, bring some snacks of your own. And plus, it's going to save you a bunch of money, too. Bring something to eat, like, in your bag. They don't care if you bring in, some candy bars or whatever, just to tide you over.
A protein bar, maybe.
You're really rolling the dice with the food they serve in there.
Yeah,
big time.
I will say with certainty, I'm not going to be partaking in any of the local cuisine at the convention center this year.
If it's like a bag of chips or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. The food that people are handling and preparing there does not have the best track record.
I'll throw that tip out there. Think twice. I'm not saying like you're for certain gonna get any sort of stomach unpleasantness, but I did the one time that I rolled those dice.
Do you really want to take that chance at a convention?
Yeah.
And then having to fight your way into that bathroom?
Tip number 2 or 3, whatever. Load up on the vitamin C before you leave, because everybody there is going to be sick.
Yes.
It's like a joke. We're like, I'm back from a convention and I got the convention crud.
Every time. Either me or my wife gets sick. Usually my wife, because she has I don't think she has an immune system.
Yeah.
But yes, every time without fail, one of us will get sick. Sometimes, they got one time it was like both of us got sick, but most of the time it's my wife. That's a good idea.
Load up on the Zicam, load up on the vitamin C, load up on the Airborne or whatever it's called.
Take your Flintstones vitamins.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would recommend that.
Yeah.
Can't hurt. There's no downside there, and maybe
you don't have
help.
to worry about sunscreen so much.
You know what? I was looking. And I think we're going to miss it by a hair, but there's a little bit of a cold front coming through Florida on like Tuesday and Wednesday. But I think Thursday it's still going to be pretty cool, and then Friday I think it's going to start to warm up. I'm hoping the cold front lags out and like gets backed up to Thursday and Friday, and it's nice and cold. Okay. But weather-wise, now I got buddies that do Disney all the time. So it's like bring an umbrella, bring a poncho. It's Florida.
It's Florida.
Florida in March isn't usually very rainy.
Yeah.
But you never know. If it was July, I'd say put a poncho in your backpack.
Well, what do we say about the weather in Florida? If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's the biggest problem is it could get real hot, right? Like, I don't do good out in the heat.
Well, it's usually, I will say this, the convention center inside is most of the time, they keep it pretty cool.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah. It's usually not bad. Even with that many people in there, you think it'd be like a big, like a sweatshop in there.
Yeah.
But no, it's usually not bad. Because if you look up, you see these gigantic freaking vents up there just pumping out the AC. So they do keep it pretty cool in there. I will say that. I've never had any complaints about the temperature.
Here's a little trivia question for you that I don't know the answer to, and you may or may not. But the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, in those showroom halls, I mean, the ceiling has got to be 50, 60 feet tall.
Oh,
it's a ginormous room.
Huge, yeah.
Why is it so high, though? Like, what are they doing in there? Like, why do they need 100 feet of clearance or
monster
whatever?
Truck shows?
Yeah, is it really?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what else last year at MegaCon, they had a cattlemen's conference in there.
Really?
That was cool. I mean, just the contrast was crazy.
Like in a different area of the building?
Yeah, a different part of the convention center. They had a cattlemen's conference was going on, and it was to have been a big one. Because I'm not kidding. You see all these cosplaying kids walking around and stuff in the hotel, and you see like all these dudes wearing like their Stetsons and stuff, and their jeans and cowboy boots. It was like, of course, each group is like staring at the other, like, what is going on here?
Who are these freaks? No, who are those freaks?
And I mean, me and my wife, we just, we never dress up or anything. We just dress like, normally. But yeah, I mean, I'll wear like a t-shirt, my nerdy t-shirts and stuff. Like I'll have like my superhero stuff or some Gundam stuff. I'm a big Gundam fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty funny last time. Apparently they'll have like cattlemen conventions there.
I don't know. I've never seen like a 50-foot tall cow, though. I mean, these ceilings are insane. That's all I noticed when I was watching some other walkthroughs. And I was like, God, it's big.
They had a big cheerleading competition there.
Oh, yeah.
One time. So I imagine they're like tossing people up in the air and stuff like that at those things. They're always doing stuff like that.
Sure.
But yeah, I've seen, those big things, those cheerleading, those cheer competitions they have. They do all kinds of stuff in there. But, yeah, I don't know about monster truck shows. That would be cool, though.
They are having, as one of the events, I just remembered, I saw it on the website, and I didn't write it down because I'm like, who cares about that? But now that I'm thinking of it, I think it was called Bizarro Wrestling. Like, they got a wrestling ring set up, and they're like, I'm sure it's not like, WCW or anything, but like a little low-budget wrestling league or something. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not trying to be like mean, just call it low budget. I'm just assuming it's kind of like, a small little fan group or something. But they're doing wrestling.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that at other small shows.
I mean, if I'm walking by and I happen to see where it's at, I might poke my head in there and look at it.
Yeah, I haven't had any interest in wrestling since I was, a kid, when it was like, Nikolai Volkov, the Iron Sheik, George Animal Steel. Those were my guys from back in the day.
I loved WWF when I was about 9 years old. Hulk Hogan,
sure,
Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stuff.
Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Piper. I love that stuff back then. Nowadays, no, I'm not into it anymore. But if I'm walking by and there's people in an actual wrestling ring, like throwing each other around, I'm going to poke my head in and see what's going on. Yeah. I mean, I can't help myself.
And sometimes this year, I'm surprised they don't really have any wrestlers.
No, it's another thing.
Was either last year or the year before? They had like The Undertaker, man.
Yeah.
And like Ric Flair and stuff, like big names.
But Hulk Hogan died this past year.
Yeah.
That was a shame. But another name I noticed wasn't on the list, which I always thought he was there. He was there last time I went. Lou Ferrigno. No Lou Ferrigno this year.
It's been a couple years since I've seen him.
Is it?
Yeah, at MegaCon anyway.
Yeah, I thought he always went. I don't know.
No, not every year. It's been a few years since I've seen him.
Not that he's a wrestler, but he's a big, strong guy.
That's one of the things. Like, I would see Lou Ferrigno at every freaking convention I went to, and sometimes when you're going, you have to make some decisions. Like, who am I going to get a photo with? So I just kept putting him off because I'm like, I see him like every time. He's going to be around forever until he's not.
Yeah,
because I haven't seen him at a convention in a while, and I'm like, I don't have a photo with Lou Ferrigno, and I need to get one.
Stop! You've never done a photo op with Ferrigno?
Because I kept passing it up, and see, that's you got to think sometimes, man. What are your chances?
He was the Hulk. He was the original.
They're not going to be there every time.
He was the original Hulk. How do you not have a Ferrigno?
I'm an idiot. That's it. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he shows up again sometime soon. Yeah. I don't know. What else you got to say about MegaCon before
I'm super looking forward to it. And hey, a lot of people have been leaving in comments that they are going to be going to MegaCon too. So I'm hoping to see some fans there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Some subscribers to the show and stuff. Hey, if I see you there and you see me, hey, come on over and say hi, man. That'd be awesome, man.
What are your rates for signature autographs and photo ops? What are you charging?
Oh, it depends. If it's going to be something that's graded, it's $20.
Oh, okay.
And if it's just something for you that's going to be ungraded, it's only going to be $5 a book, but a limit of 10. Okay, so that's it. Of course, I mean, I'm completely kidding. I don't know why anybody would have me sign anything.
Hey, you're famous. You're part of the comic book guy club. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, if you're there and you see us,
if you're a subscriber, you watch our videos, you see us there, hey, come say hi, man. We'd love to chit chat with you. That'd be cool as hell. If you just want to say, hey, I'm a fan, that's awesome too. Or if you just want to, hey, say, hey, look, here's some of the books I got. Here's some artwork I got.
If you buy something
here's
cool,
a statue I bought.
If you buy something cool, you better show us.
Absolutely. I want to see your stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to want to show you my stuff. So that's how that works.
Are we going to do a... So, we're going to have a couple of videos post MegaCon coming up in the following weeks. Of course, a recap video, pictures, some videos, all of that. 800 different photo op pictures we'll probably put in.
That's going to
But we're going to have to do like a haul video. Like, what'd you get at MegaCon? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get 1 or 2 things or if I'm going to get 10 or 20 things. I have no idea what to expect that will be coming home with me.
That's the thing. I mean, you could be like me that one year and spent my entire comic budget on the first booth with the one book I bought. It was Avengers #1.
Yeah, it was an
my comic
Avengers.
budget was gone.
Yeah.
That was it. So that was my big haul that year. Or you could find like a ton of small things, So, I mean, you never know. And then, like, you find that one great deal on a big book, but you've spent all your money on something small, So
it happens.
If you have the time to do, like, a couple of laps and then go back, do that.
Here's my fear. I walk past the first table that has comics or whatever, and I'm like, oh, cool, they got XYZ. I'll be back. And then I come back in an hour and it's gone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm going to be, like, nervous passing up on something.
See, that's all part of the hunt, man.
No, I don't know. That part I don't like. At least with eBay, I can just be like, add to watch list. And then, like, they'll usually send you an offer.
Yeah, that's all part of the hunt, man.
And it's gonna be interesting.
That's part of the thrill.
You know what we should do? We should ask the viewers, what would you like to see if you're in, Connecticut or Wyoming or California or whatever, and you can't get to Orlando, Florida? What would you like to see from our perspective of MegaCon? And maybe we can, we'll get some good suggestions. Maybe we go out of our way. Someone might want to see, I don't know, like take some pictures or some videos of, whatever, the cosplayers. No, okay. I mean, I'm not super interested in cosplay, but if enough of you guys are, maybe we'll walk over to where they're doing all of their stuff and,
Please
get a little.
Don't.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to, because it's not. Nothing against the cosplay people. I'm happy that you're happy doing what you're doing. I'm not into it.
Photography is not completely banned in like the celebrity signing area, because you could be farther away just goofing around with your friends taking photos. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you get up near the table and you're taking photos of the celebrities while you're near there, they really strongly discourage that.
I think I read on the website.
We're not be doing any of that.
Yeah, I think I read on the website that if you're within, it's like 15 feet, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you could be in, because it's an enormous area. The celebrity like signing area is enormous. It's huge.
Yeah,
it's
all
a big
like
section,
kind of roped off. Like you can't even get close. You got to stand on a line to get close.
Well, yeah, usually
right?
there's like a line to get there, but you can walk along the side and get like a side shot of celebrities. You can usually do that pretty easily.
Okay.
Or you could even stand back and zoom in, but they discourage that. They don't want people doing that.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Whatever. Those are the rules. Hey, okay. I wouldn't give them a hard time about it,
Sure.
It's not like you're up there posing with them taking a selfie, which some of them sell. They will sell selfies at their table, which is really cool. Huh. Sometimes I prefer that over the professional photo because they'll goof around with you a little more. Like they'll do something funny and goofy,
Yeah.
That can be a lot of fun. Like Danny Trejo did that. He was really cool. He's like holding up a machete to my throat and stuff. That was cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And a real one? Hopefully not a real one.
No, it was a plastic one, of course, that he signed for me. And really signed a little mini poster I had of Machete, that was a cool experience. He's a cool guy.
Nice.
Yeah, but there's like, well, we could show you the general layout. Like, hey, this is the, the vendor area. This is where the artists are. This is what the, celebrity autograph area looks like,
There's another whole huge area that's like, I don't even know what it's called or who the people are, but like, It's like a little Star Wars village. And then there's an area with like the Ghostbusters car.
Yeah, they've been doing stuff like that more and more recently.
Batmobile and
yeah, they've been adding vehicles and stuff.
There's an area set up with like a haunted house walkthrough.
Yeah, they'll have like a Batmobile or two there.
Yeah.
There'll be like a DeLorean from Back to the Future will be there. They'll have like the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 will be there. Stuff like that. And sometimes they have like cool stuff. Like my wife is a huge Avatar, The Last Airbender fan.
Oh, okay.
They had a huge Appa was there. And if you don't know what that is, then don't worry about it.
Is that like some big giant creature they ride?
It's like a flying buffalo with like 6 legs or something like that.
Right.
Or 8 legs or whatever. It's gigantic. They had a big fake Appa, and she was just like a little girl, so giddy. And yeah, so she ran up there, and they'll take photos of you riding this giant Appa.
That's cool.
And they had this is killing me. What's the name of his tiger in He-Man?
Cringer.
Yes, Cringer. They had a Cringer there one year, and I'm like,
like you can get on it?
Yes.
Okay.
And they even have like his sword, and the thing would light up blue. I'm like, oh,
nice.
So there's a photo of me, with the sword
by the power of Grayskull.
Cringer. Oh my God. And then of course the guy's like, oh, what are you going to say? I'm like, and I just shouted it out as loud as I could. And I got a really cool photo of me doing that. It was like $10.
Yeah.
And they'll let you take photos and like, in Ecto-1 and things like that. The old Batmobile, and the car from, Supernatural, stuff like that.
Back to the Future, you said the DeLorean?
Well, probably we did a DeLorean there. And they've been adding to this Star Wars area over the years.
Lots of droids.
Yeah, there's always the R2 builders are there.
Yeah.
Stop by and see that. That's really cool. These are guys that make their own like remote controlled like R2 units and stuff. Very, very cool. Those like R2 and like all their like homemade ones and stuff. The guys that like design their own and everything is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fun. And these guys are like controlling them and stuff and twist them around. If you got kids, it's really cool for the kids to go over and look at that stuff. That's really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's usually like a Lego area. There's doing like Lego builds and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, they'll have like a little cantina set up from Star Wars. And then one year they had a complete replica of the Millennium Falcon cockpit that you could sit in and take photos with. That was awesome.
That's cool.
Me and my wife got a great photo of us in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. I mean, and it was a perfect replica. But then the windows, it looks out on the convention floor, so you see like, these people walking around. But she has a friend of hers that's really good at Photoshop, and he put in like the whole, like hyperspace, tunnel thing that they fly in.
You can probably do that with AI super easy now.
Yeah, that was awesome. And we sat in a snow speeder. They had like a full-size snow speeder was there. And of course, Luke's land speeder, that was there. We got photos on that and stuff. And some guy just happened to be walking by in some sand trooper armor. The stormtrooper was all weather beaten and stuff. I mean, it was just a perfect coincidence. This guy just happened to be walking by. So we're like, hey, come on over. So he stood next to us like he's like asking for our papers or whatever while we're sitting in the land speeder. And I'm over at my wife going like this, like it's her. She has the droids you're looking for.
Nice.
Kind of thing. That was really cool. That's hanging up on our wall at home.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a ton of stuff to do there besides
so much stuff.
Besides just, walking around buying stuff and besides the celebrities and the comic artists and the cosplay. I mean, there's just so much stuff that I'm unfortunately only going to be there for one day. You're going to be there for the full 4 days.
Yeah.
But you're going to be so tied up.
I'm very busy.
Yeah, with what you're doing that like neither one of us is going to be able to experience all of it. But like I said, leave it in the comments if there's anything in particular you'd like to see. We'll try.
Usually, I can see just about everything there.
Yeah.
Usually, because me and my wife we'll get the little book they hand out with the floor plan because we want to get up and down every aisle.
Yeah,
sure. We don't miss anything. And so what we'll do is like, okay, hey, we got an hour. Let's pick up where we left off, and we'll mark on our little. The little map of where we left off.
like you're playing a video game and you're uncovering the fog of war.
Yes. Yeah, right. So that's what we do because we want to be able to see everything. And if we also use in our little book, we can say, okay, hey, where was that one vendor that was making his own doilies, based on Star Wars characters that I thought was really cool. Like it was this guy right here.
You got a big doily collection, do you?
I'm pulling stuff out of my butt at this point.
He's got a big doily collection.
Yeah, I love them. Who doesn't love doilies?
Oh, Lord. All right. Well, I think we are approaching, if not exceeding an hour on this one. So let's wrap it up.
There's a lot to talk about.
It is a big show with a lot of stuff to cover. Yeah. And I think we're going to have, like I said, at least a handful more videos after we go next week. to just cover what we did. I don't know if I'll get a chance to do like a full walkthrough point of view video. That seems like that might be a little too much, but I'll try to get a few shots of different cool stuff, and we'll tell you what we thought about it when we get back. Bottom line is, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it'll be, like I said, not too stressful. I'm very much a stay at home and don't go anywhere kind of guy, so it's going to be a big deal, but I think it'll be fun. Any final thoughts, last words?
No, I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope to see some people there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
So before we wrap this one up, do me a favor, click the like and the subscribe button. We would really appreciate the support. We are probably at like 9,500 subscribers right now, so you know what that means. The giveaway is almost here.
Really soon, yeah.
If you're not familiar with the giveaway, well, I don't know where you've been. We're giving away some Wolverine comic books. It's the original Wolverine miniseries, issues 1 through 4.
Maybe you heard of it.
You probably have.
Yeah.
Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, that is going to one of you guys. With that said, let's go ahead and wrap this one up and say, as we always do, keep collecting comics, keep supporting your local comic book store if you got one, keep watching our videos because we could really use the support as well. And again, hit the like and subscribe buttons.
Please do.
And until the next one, bye now.
Bye.